Guys, I'm really sorry this had to happen. Like, I was analyzing and my OBS kinda disconnected, and it's like I've been talking to myself for the past 20 minutes and not recording anything. So I'm really sorry that had to happen. So guys, I don't know what really happened. I kinda lost the connection. My OBS kinda disconnected. So as I was saying, it's like I ended up talking to myself for the past 20 minutes. I've been talking to myself. It's like I've been talking to myself for the past 20 minutes. So guys, when analyzing your charts, you'll have to analyze your charts like for using long term and short term. Remember that people trade like they hold their trades for 5 years. So if you want to be that kind of trader, because as of now, if you are trading, you need to know the kind of trades that you really like. If you're into a long-term kinds of trade, you should know that if you feel like you're holding your trades like for long, because for me, I noticed like I'm really good at holding my trades. So if you know that that is your stronghold, you can always do analysis like for a longer period using a large time frame, that is like a day or maybe a week, and you'll be able to know like what is happening. And guys, looking at these, I always just try to be as innovative as I can. So sorry, I have to delete that one. So guys, looking at these, I feel like there is some sort of W that is being created. So most probably we should expect like after this bouncing back to maybe this level or maybe here, it might keep on moving upward and upward, because it's for me like a strong W. So for me, like EURJPY is for a long term period, it's going to be bullish. But for a short term period, being that we are day traders and come on, no, being that we are day traders, let me just move. That's it. I don't know what's happening. Why is my computer not? Okay, so I'm not going to text anything. My bad. We just have to remove it. Okay, so for a long term, EURJPY is bullish somehow, and we can see we have like different levels. So if at all, the market is so dynamic, the market keeps on changing like every single day, so anything can happen anytime. So on our daytime trading, or not daytime but our short-term trading frames, short-time frames, short-time frames, we could see like we were estimating some of the levels at which we'll be able to get some demand, or maybe some demand. Some demand. So we're still hoping that maybe if this is not going to be bullish for a long time as we had anticipated, remember on a 1 hour time frame, we were anticipating that maybe this was now the main point where like once EURJPY hits our demand zone over here, it was going to move back up. But if it keeps on, if it breaks out, it might hit this level over here, and if that doesn't work out and it still breaks out, it might hit this level over here, and that will be like the lowest level that EURJPY will have hit at this year maybe. But if it keeps on being bearish, it might hit this level over here, not here but here. As I said, like, we look at some of the movement that has been caused by some big financial institutions and not just any movement upward. So for me, this is also like a good zone that I will look for. Though I know people draw the analysis from the lower bottom, but for me, I'll just draw it within this region. So what you can do, you can just extend, because it's not necessarily that it's going to hit these levels, but it might come to maybe these areas and then bounce back. So we have our analysis. We have our analysis. This is also one of the points, one of the zones that we'll be looking at, just in case the zones that we marked above does not cause any resistance or maybe corrections to the market. So let's hope for the best, though I'm hoping that EURJPY, being that it has been dropping for quite some time now, I'm hoping that maybe in the month of August it might be bullish, just a little bullish, because yeah, just a little bullish before it decides to drop down again. So for me, my analysis, this is 1 day. I don't want to go to like 1 week or maybe, but let me just show you, because now this is going to be more complicated. So guys, this is what I was telling you, like, whenever there is this movement up, there is another one coming down. You see, when there is this one going down, there is one down, there is one going up, and this one you can see here, like, I just stopped drawing, but down, upward, and now we expect maybe some movement, and it's going down literally. So we expect that it will, this is going up and down. So guys, if we do not get a strong support at these levels, then we should be looking for some buys or maybe a sell, maybe from the level that it will break out to these levels over here. So guys, roughly this is what I have. This is just my view. And guys, today we have some news that might affect the market. Let's hope that it's going to affect the market in a good way and not a bad way. And also, this week being the first week of the month, we expect some movements on a Friday that will kind of affect the results of the market, or maybe the projection of the market. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, like, EURJPY just started in 1994 all the way to 2001. In 1994 it was dropping, went down, went up, and then down again. It went up, down, it went up again. And guys, this is like our highest, this is where, like, this is the highest level that we've had. And another thing that I'm seeing right now, this is why I love trading, I love analyzing my charts on a higher time frame. There is this point over here that most of us are not seeing. See this point over here? So we can see there was a great movement from this level to here, and then it went down. And for like a long term, if we're looking at 1 week time frame, we can see, like, okay, we can see that truth is, it's some sort of, it's bullish. EURJPY, it's bullish at this level, but then there is some consolidation over here. Like, the market is not really moving up and it's not really moving down. So and if we look at it at a higher time frame, this is letter W, so we should expect some movement up. And I think that if that happens, then this will be our next support level that we'll have to look at. Most probably, if not for the war that was between between Russia and Ukraine, then then maybe this we would have hit this level by this year. But now a lot of factors have affected the euro currency and the JPY so much that you do not know when this will have to happen. If not this year, maybe late this year, maybe early next year, we might be able to hit our highest level, which is around 1665, 1669, not 1669 but 169 or 165, before dropping down to our lower low, which was low. Did I draw it? Just a second. Lower lows, I think this is the lowest point, which is this is the lowest point that we've had, that is around 1990. And guys, you can see, like, I don't want to drawing these for like the long time frame. If you draw your analysis right, something of sort. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. So for me, okay, so this is another zone. This is our lowest point that we have had on these pairs, that is euro and EURJPY and EURJPY. So basically, guys, what I've drawn right now, this is like basically my analysis as of today from the past, like from 1994 to 2022. So with me having drawn these supports and everything, I know that these are going to guide me like for quite some time whenever I'll be taking positions in this market. So I will literally know when to buy, when to sell, not clearly, but not that I will know, but at least I'll have some basic idea on what to do with the market. So for me, this is something nice. I wasn't expecting to have all these today, but because of the live stream, I have it. I have a basic idea of some of the zones that I should watch out. For whenever I'll be taking positions in the market. So for me, this is really great. So guys, right now let's wait and see what's gonna happen. And apparently, let's say that if the market is on our side and we decide to go bullish on this, I'll be looking or maybe watching out for these levels over here before another huge drop to these levels. So I believe that whenever we're trading, like, history has to repeat itself, because there is a liquidity, these levels of liquidity, there are some of the liquidity that were left over here that we have never touched. So I'm hoping that one day at a time, or maybe one day, these financial institutions will have to push these currencies. It doesn't have to be from this level to here, but it might be like from any level to 169, and then maybe we might have another drop to this level and then move forward, or we might have a drop to this level, take some liquidity and just push it up to this level over here, and that will be like a strong move, because now we'll have like some strong support zone, like we will have hit the demand zone at this level. thrice, that is if this keeps on dropping to this level. And yeah, first, because this one was first one, and second we've hit this level twice, so most probably we might hit it thrice before actually moving up, or we might hit this higher level before dropping down to this level. So we have two possibilities, or maybe two projection of what might happen on the EURJPY currency. So you might do your analysis, just have an overview of what might happen in the market, and yeah, see if you can do it right. And guys, we don't just use the support and resistance, but we also try to analyze. We look for the news which will be coming out. I think this is going to come out today. This is on, yeah, it should be happening today, if I'm not wrong, a couple hours from now. And from there we will see how it will affect the market, and we'll know if we are on buys or maybe we're going down, because right now we've seen like this EURJPY has been just playing around 135, going down, coming back to 135.6 something, and just moving, just playing around that zone. So clearly we do not have a clear vision of what's happening at the moment, but we have our projections at different levels. Hopefully if it goes up, we'll be looking for some support over here, or it might break going up. I think I might have deleted that support. Let me just put it back, this level over here. It's not always advisable to have like a lot of drawings on your chart, because it might confuse you as a beginner trader. But different people have different ways of analyzing the charts. So for me, I have to draw every possible way, so that whenever I'm seated and trying to analyze the charts, I will have a clear view of what I really need to look for whenever I'm taking positions in the market. And yeah, so this is basically my projection for today, and maybe like mine is just for a long term. So we need to see if there will be a breakout, if there will be some move, something of sort. So let's just hope for the best. We'll have to zoom out a little. And I told you guys that we will be looking for a pattern, being that it is in this zone. See, what I always do, I try to look like when I'm trading a pair and then it decides to hit this zone, like a certain zone that I had marked before. What I always do is I try to look at some of the movement that follows after the currency had hit that zone. That is, if there was if this hit, or maybe this zone was hit like twice or maybe once, ultimate of this pair at that zone. So like you can see, like when this did happen, there was a upward movement to this level, which we're still hoping that we'll get to, because we're still down at this level. So it's somewhere here, 136. And then when that happens, we expect some movement down, maybe just a little, and then maybe it will move upward, going up, if this is like the zone, if it's not going to break out, because there might be a false movement. We all know that. So we hopefully hope that this is not, we won't have a breakout at the moment, so that we can go bullish on this currency. So when that happens, we'll be expecting to have some stop, maybe we'll be expecting for this currency to move up to this level over here. That is, if it's going to move up, if we won't have any false breakout. if this is not like a false movement, then we are hoping that it's going to go up to this level before coming down again, or maybe breaking out, going up. So these are just some of the estimations that we have today. So let's hope that this is going to happen for us. This is going to go our way. It will move forward. Let me see what my volatility indicator is telling me. So guys, I always use volatility stop as my indicator. Volatility stop basically will help you know when a downward trend has come to an end, or when an upward trend has come to an end. And for us to know that whenever there is a downward trend, you'll always see this red line, and for it to come to a stop, you'll always see a green line. So hopefully we hope that we are bullish using the volatility stop indicator, but it's no guarantee that it will always happen for a long term. Like you can see this region over here, the volatility stop showed that there was no downward trend, like the downward trend had come to an end, but it did come to an end for just a few hours before dropping again, and this time it would drop like massively. So for volatility stop, it's always advisable to use it in a 5 minutes time frame, because it will give you an overview of what's going on. So if you want to trade like for a short time, then you can always use volatility stop on a short time frame. So you can see like on a short time frame, like this has been going up, coming down, going up. So with us, whenever we're trading, so if you are taking a sell position, like you took a sell position from this level, whenever you see like this candlestick going up, then you know that you need to opt out of the market and maybe take a buy position. Or if you just like taking sell positions in the market, then you'll have to wait for another signal to take another sell position in the market. But for me, I love taking buy positions in the market. I don't know why, but I can juggle both. I can take the sell positions, I can take the buy positions in the market. So for me, it's something that I can juggle around. So this is like a 5 minutes time frame. This is why I was telling you there was a lot of noise. And this pair, one thing that I came to notice is that it works perfectly for Euro USD pairs, and you can see at this level this was a perfect move for this, because you can see if you entered at this level, you would have made like a lot of profit to this level, and then this was like a short move, and then another one short. So I wouldn't have taken any sell position in the market. So this was a great move initially. So hopefully based on these volatility stop, let's hope that EURJPY is going to be bullish for quite some time now before dropping down, or maybe breaking out and moving higher to the highest level that we have seen in the market, or maybe to the previous high, which was around 147, if I'm not wrong, 144, 147, I'm not sure though, but it's around those regions. And if better, it might move even higher to a higher level. So in 5 minute time frame, you can see that EURJPY has been bullish for quite some hours now, from this level to 135. I think it went up to 136, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 136. So last night I was looking at it, and today I just had to wake up and have an overview of what was going to happen in the market at the moment. So I always use this volatility stop in 5 minutes time frame. So if you really want to know how you can set up your volatility stop as an indicator, I'll be able to go live. Maybe that's like a 5 minute thing, because I don't want to lie that I'll be able to edit the videos right now. With my schedule, I don't really have enough time to do that. So maybe I go live and show you how I set my volatility stop. So, and it's something that is so easy, and for me this is one of the best indicators that I use other than RSI. So yeah, always as a beginner trader, you shouldn't be using like a lot of indicators, but just try and find the best indicator that works for you, that you can really understand. And yeah, so for me, RSI is one of the indicators that I use, and volatility stop is another indicator that I use, and they have been working perfectly for me. So yeah, so guys, I think that's it for today. I've given you my prediction, my projection. So today basically I'm hoping that EURJPY is going to be bullish for quite some time today, unless it will be affected by the news that is about to come out. But based on our analysis, we're hoping for some bullish movement going up today. Maybe it might go down, or maybe be bearish maybe as of tomorrow, but this week I'm hoping that EURJPY will be bullish for me. So for me, I'll be looking for more buys on EURJPY, but short-term buys, because it's not something that has been projected to be happening. But for me, it's just going to be something that I'll be taking some buy positions for this currency up over here and see if it will be moving further up. So yeah, so for me, EURJPY will be bullish, but for a short time. Don't buy for a long time, so you need to keep your stop losses and your take profits up on point, so that you don't end up incurring losses just in case the market doesn't go towards your direction. So guys, that is for EURJPY. Let me see, I was looking for yeah, this is my another analysis for the gold. This is my analysis for the gold. So guys, gold has been bullish up and since last week. Gold has been bullish, and you know that gold was bearish for quite some time. From 19, you know, we did hit our highest point. Our highest point was in 18, was it 9, no, 2000 and something, if I'm not wrong. Gold was at 2000 and something, not 1940. Yeah, you can see where I drew my support. It's at 2080, and ever since, gold decided to be bearish for quite some time to 1680. I was hoping that gold was going to be bearish to 1668 based on history. Based on history, I was watching out for 1668. Come on. Yeah, but I had drawn these before, so it's not really a big of a deal. Let me look at 1 day time frame, see if I had drawn that one too. Yeah, okay, so this one was the zone that I was looking for. I had 3 zones that I had already drawn. This was the second, and you guys, you can see that this level has been hit not once, twice, but no, okay, this is the first time it was hit, the second, the third, and this is roughly the 4th time that this level was hit, and then we decided to move forward. And we can see that the highest point, which is 2000 and something, has only been hit twice. So most probably we are hoping that this is going to be bullish for quite some time, and we are hoping that in the near future we'll be able to hit this and maybe break out going up, because for me, I don't really think that gold can drop further to this level as it had before, or maybe to this level, unless the US dollar has been tampered with, or maybe something affects the US dollar for quite some time. Then I'll be looking for this level that is in gold. I was supposed to analyze gold, but I'm here analyzing gold, guys. So for me, that is one thing that we can watch out for. I'll have to change the title of my live stream because of the of the gold that I am analyzing right now. So guys, I'll have to extend this. So this is one of the currency that I find really intriguing. This is one of the currencies that I love, because one thing I came to notice about gold, if it manages to hit the highest level, the support, and then the demand zone, then guys, you can always trade this pair easily without having a lot of trouble analyzing the charts. So we can see, for me this year I had predicted that gold was going to hit the highest point, which was this level, and most of the people were predicting that it was going to drop down to this level when it was at around this, it was at 18 something. But then that was another prediction. It wasn't going to happen unless the liquidity that was left at this level was going to be collected again and used to this level. And guys, you can see that happened, and the liquidity that was left here was collected. And that does not mean that all the liquidity that was left here was collected. No, that doesn't mean, because when we look at this level over here, which is around 1519, there's some liquidity that was left, that has been left because the movement, let me just have a look at it. We can always look at the candlestick and the move. This is not like a move that there is a move that you can tell that has been caused by retail traders, and that is like this kind of move over here. This is for retail traders, but these sharp kind of movements are always caused by some big financial institutions. So always believe that I believe that one time, maybe this year, maybe next year, gold might drop to this level. Sorry to say that, but it might drop to this level, and when that happens, then we'll be able to see some upward movement again, maybe break out to a higher level. And if at all it won't come down to this level, then we should expect some higher movements, because as you can see, US dollar has been strong for quite some time. And I think the gold is always backed up with the US dollar. So whenever the US dollar is weak, gold will be strong. Whenever it is strong, you'll see gold dropping just a little. So if at all, that is just a basic knowledge that I know of. I'm not sure if I said it the right way, but I think that is what always happens. When the US dollar is weak, you'll see some gold going up. If it is strong, you'll see it dropping for quite some time. And guys, truth be told, there was a time when US dollar was weak and gold went up at this level, and when it started becoming strong, we saw that the US dollar went up to $120. Well, to Kenyan shillings, valued to Kenyan shillings, it was $1 was worth 123 Kenyan shillings. So at that time, gold was dropping drastically. And then there was a news that came out recently that kind of affected the currency, and we could see like some upward movement for this currency going up. So this is something that you can always watch out for, because with gold is one of the currency that most people are really scared of trading, but this is one of the currency that can make you rich within the shortest time, and can also make you broke within the shortest time. That is if you do not analyze your charts correctly. But if you're good in analyzing your charts and you're not greedy in this market, then trust me, you don't have to worry about anything. You can always trade this pair and you can make the best out of it. So guys, this is one of the currencies you can always look out for in this market, and but hopefully we'll be able to make a lot of profits this year as traders, as beginner traders. So as long as you guys don't give up, then there is nothing to worry about. So this is another currency that I was looking out for, and this is the USDCHF. This currency, I don't know if you have been keen, if you are keen enough, then clearly you will notice that this currency has been moving the same way as EURJPY. That is, if I'm not wrong, because let me just remove this. Because up until yesterday, USDCHF was dropping massively, and I know that because I had some of the trades. I was trading these three pairs, as you can see them over here, and these two currencies I had taken a buy, and they were moving against me for quite some time. And now Euro USD, and you can see, like, this is in 1 hour time frame, and you can still see that there is this the volatility stop is still in our favor, showing that there is a strong upward movement. So yesterday I had to take some buy positions that I think around here. No, I think it was around here. So yeah, I still have some buys on these. Hopefully it will be for quite some time. So let's wait and see what's going to happen for this currency, because for me this is just like EURJPY, so I'm not going to analyze it so much, because for me I noticed that both of them were just moving in the same direction, both. So guys, one thing I know I should expect for this currency is that there is some liquidity that was left at this level. Sorry, let me just draw something over here. There was some liquidity that were left over here, so we should be expecting that maybe when everything is great, that okay, so we'll be expecting that USDCHF or Swiss USD Swiss will be able to go back to this level. That is, if it will break out at this level, but mostly I'm watching out for this level, which is 1.0043. that is like the highest level that we had, I think, in 2020, if I'm not wrong, or maybe this year. Was it this year? Yeah, on June. This happened on June 2022. And guys, as you can see, just a second, as you can see, this level was not just hit once but twice. These are some of the pairs that I'm trading, and apparently I did not have drawings on this currency, because for me and guys, this is what is happening. For this pair. Over here you can see that this is our support zone, this is our demand zone, and this happened, came down, went up again to this level. There was some liquidity, you can see that it came down to this level, and then we've been moving. Hopefully we're hoping that this is going to go up to this level. And guys, trust me, if this happens and USDCHF will be moving upward, then I'll be expecting the same for the EURJPY. I don't know why, because for me these currencies have been moving in the same line for quite some time, so that's why I'm comparing the movements. I'll have to move to 4-hour time frame so that we can have an overview of what's happening in the market at the moment. So the lowest point right now that you could also have some drawings at is this level over here. So just in case there's a false movement, then we should expect maybe it will drop to this level. But I have a strong feeling, it's very strong, that this is going to move upwards, and I don't know why, but I have a strong feeling about this. Remember, trading is not just technical or fundamental, or it's also sentimental. So for me, this is something I should look or maybe watch out for, but at the same time there is these lines going like this, so I should also watch out for these levels. This is my predictions basically. So if this doesn't work out according to how I'm planning or how I'm hoping it's going to work out, then I'll be hoping that after it hit this level, it will be able to move up. So so for me, that's one of my predictions. This is that's 4 hours time frame. So let me just go to 1 week. I'm going to jump the 1 day. So when we look at this on a weekly time frame, guys, we can tell that USDCHF has been bearish for quite some time now. So that's why we should expect like some movements going up, because this has been USDCHF, has been bearish for quite some time. Funny, I did not analyze this chart because I thought that it was moving in the same direction. So we have this from 1994, and we can see like the highest point that has ever been reached is 1.8197. So guys, we should expect that there are some liquidity that was left here, in as much as over the years it has been bearish to this level. We should expect that there will be some movement going up. So for me, this is clearly like one of the best parts, and we can see, guys, we can clearly see that this is one of the lowest points that has ever been reached before. Allow me to delete this. I'll have to remove this so that you can just have a clear view, so that we don't have some drawings going up, I don't know what. So guys, this is the lowest point that has ever been reached. Let me just have a drawing, and this is the lowest point that has USDCHF has ever had, and this is the highest point where the USDCHF has ever been to. So for the longest time, guys, this currency has been bearish, and you can see this is on a weekly time frame, giving us an overview of what has been happening to the market for quite some time now. And clearly this surround drawing need to be somewhere here. So so we can see that this has been happening for quite some time, and then up until recently we had these sort of drawings over here. No, I'll just have to use this one for now. We've had the market being sort of flat. See, it has been flat, like there is nothing intriguing or nothing that serious about the currency, because it hasn't gone above this level, it hasn't gone below this level. Like it's been playing within this region, this zone over here. See, this zone, it's a zone. So this zone, you see. So the financial institution should do something intriguing about this currency, something exciting about this currency, so that we can move some big movements, either going up or maybe coming down. So let's just expect that maybe it might go down but for me, based on history and everything, and this currency, the Swiss, because the Swiss also has some combinations when it comes to not combi, but there is some link between the Swiss dollar and the Swiss dollar and gold. So clearly we do not expect it to fall this much, so we're expecting that maybe we'll be able to see some great movement, maybe going up in the near future. So our first start, guys, won't be like we won't just move from this level to this level. No, we all know that the market is never this way. It's always moving in this direction. So we will be expecting like some downward movement, going up, coming down, going up, because apparently the banks also need to create some liquidity at certain levels that has never had liquidities before. And yeah, so we should have that in mind. Like this level over here, we should expect something at this level, we should expect something at this level, we should expect something at this level over here. So these are some of the liquidity points that they've had, some of the points where they've left maybe some liquidity, and they will always, with time, in years, they'll always have to come back to collect some of the liquidity that they have left. Yeah, so yeah, this is one of the currencies that I think this is one of the currencies that has made like a lot of people rich trading, because it isn't really complicated as some other currencies. It is so simple. So drawing it is not that complicated as other currencies. So guys, we can see like this. So if you have like a lot of money and you can hold your trades, you will actually know how to hold your trades on this. So for me, I'll be hoping that this currency is going to move upwards a bit, and if at all it doesn't work towards my direction, if at all it hit my stop loss, remember I'm trading, I'm human, and I do not move the market. I just do what the market wants me to do. So if the market if I'm not on the right track and the market decides to go against me, then I'll be expecting some sells to this zone over here, and then we'll be able to see some movement going up to maybe this level or maybe this level, and then there will be some movement, as we know that the market is not as straight as we all opt for it to be. So we will be expecting that there will be some movements, just as I showed you. The market will be moving, going up, coming down. Maybe you see something of sort, and then it will go up and go. Then maybe you see something of sort and just move. Like, I don't know how to draw with this, but there will be some movement. This is so funny. Okay, no, this is so bad. There is no market that moves like this. So maybe up until it will move like this. See, and then down again, maybe comes down. Like, nobody really understands the market, so you'll expect just some weird movements in the market. So guys, basically this is what we have for USDCHF, and hopefully we'll be able to make some right decisions in the market we do not know of. So yeah, so guys, let's hope for some great movements for these pairs. Let's hope that you'll be able to make some money. For me, I'll be going bullish, and not for long. For this pair, I'll be going bullish for quite some time, because I have a strong feeling that we are on an upward trend, and if at all it doesn't work, then I have zones that I've marked where I'll be expecting this currency to drop. And guys, you can see, like, I've been trading based on weeks, and we can see like for quite some time this went up, it came down, and this has been consolidating at this level. So basically I'll be expecting this to go up to this level again, or maybe if it was to go down, it might come down to this level, and then we'll see some upward movement, because this currency, as we can tell, it has been bearish for quite some time in a long term frame, that is on a weekly time frame that we were viewing. So this was just zooming out just to see, and guys, you can see like this is creating some good upward movement trend for us. This is on a weekly time frame, which means that if I go to like 4-hour time frame, let me just go to 1 day first. On 1 day time frame, this is the movement. You can see like this zone. You know, when we are trading like on a 1-hour time frame, we do not master these zones completely, but we can see like these kinds of movement has been caused, and this coming down, this going up, this level. So clearly we're expecting that this is going to go up to this level over here, and then maybe it will break out going down or maybe going up, and then we'll be able to see what the market decides, whether it will be going, if it decides to break out to this level, maybe to come to this level over here, and then we'll see some upward movements for this currency. Because for me, one thing I know about the market is that when a currency has been bearish for quite some time, then most people tend to buy at the lowest point so that they can push the market going up. And we've seen this currency has been bearish for quite so long, that is if we view it at a long term frame, and so we expect some movements going up for this currency. And one thing I know about this currency, once it starts moving up, I'll be watching out for what's happening on EURJPY, which I also expect to be moving up based on the movement. And yeah, so that is what I had for today. Those were my analysis. Those are the currencies that I'm trading today. So based on what's happening on this, I expect, this is now gold that I'm talking about, I expect it to come to maybe at this level, or maybe this level 18 something. Then maybe it might drop down again, and then we'll be able to see some movements again going up and up and up to this level, and maybe it might break going up, or maybe it will break going down too. And if it does break going down, then we'll be expecting to have some stop at this level where it will be able to collect. And guys, hopefully for me, I'll be putting my eyes on this level. If at all this breaks, I know that I'll be putting my eyes on this level, because yeah, but for now, let's hope that it's going to go up, because we don't pray that gold will be bearish to this level. We just hope that it keeps going up and up and up and up, so that we can have a different structure and analyze our charts differently. So guys, that's my analysis for today. That's my projection for today on EURJPY, gold, and USDCHF. So those were some of the currencies that I was analyzing today, and hopefully I hope that this video or this live this video or this live has really been helpful to you. This is just an overview of what my projection was for these currencies based on a long term and short term. So for me, I always I hold my trades maybe even for weeks or even for months. So for me, I always try to project my analysis on a long time frame. So if you are that kind of person, then this is the chart for you, and I hope that I'll be able to create more content based on how these currencies work. So that is it for today, and guys, thank you so much for joining my live. Keep on sharing and keep on boosting this channel so that we'll be able to get monetized as soon as possible. So guys, that's it, and yeah, up until next time, goodbye.